It's race week and we have a special race this week. It is the first ever Miami Grand Prix and a first Grand Prix of the year in North America as well, so one to celebrate for sure. So what can we expect from the Miami Grand Prix? That's a very good question because we have so little information on it being its very first one. The track itself is a street circuit set around the Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Dolphins NFL team, and the backdrop looks particularly good. The Americans definitely know how to put on a spectacle. The track itself seems to have a little bit of everything: long straights, fast flowing corners, and even a tight twisty section as well. But will these pieces come together to create a good track? It's around 5.5 kilometers long, which means we'll be racing for 57 laps, and the track itself will have 3 DRS zones to aid overtaking. It also looks like a pretty flat track with not a lot of elevation changes, and there have been a few concerning things that have cropped up from the material we've seen so far, but I'm willing to wait till actual cars hit the actual track to judge. One hilarious thing though that I hope everybody has seen is the fake water they've added to their marina. It looks so goofy, it's funny. They've basically set up this little fake marina where they put some nice looking boats and then threw down this fake looking material for water. I find it so brilliant, it's so funny. Obviously there is no history in Miami to talk about, so I'll skip that usual section. But last time out, we were in Imola and we saw the Red Bulls of Verstappen and Perez take a 1-2 and reassert themselves in the World Championship. Our actual championship leader actually ended finishing in 6th after a massive mistake on his part. Norris was the one to pick up the pieces and take McLaren's first podium of the season. So coming into this race, we definitely have some huge talking points when it comes to the battle at the front and the battle in the midfield. Will Red Bull continue their dominance from last race? Will Ferrari fight back? And what about that battle for 3rd place in the championship? Are McLaren now going to grow and catch Mercedes? The Constructors' Championship suddenly looks a lot closer, with Ferrari on 124 points, Red Bull on 113 points, Mercedes on 77 points, and McLaren on 46 points in 4th place. The Drivers' Championship is looking very much the same as well, with Leclerc in top spot with 86 points, Verstappen now up to 2nd with 59 points, a huge jump for him, and Perez has now taken 3rd place as well with 54 points. We've also seen some rather big news coming into this race, but not necessarily about the race though. We've heard that Porsche and Audi have been confirmed to be entering F1 in 2026 with the new regulations that year. It's still not confirmed how they'll be entering the sport. Will it be as an engine manufacturer? Will it be as a constructor? Who knows? So that will be an ongoing story, but it is definitely exciting to see these huge brands coming into the sport. We've also heard that F1 is going to be reviewing the budget cap due to the high rate of inflation this year. I bet the teams have been complaining about that one for sure, and I do also wonder how American sports like the NFL deal with this situation. Is there something to learn from them? The final piece of news comes in the form of a possible new qualifying format for next year. Everyone is playing with the idea of using tyre compounds differently to reduce the amount of tyres used. An interesting idea, but does qualifying need to be changed? That's probably a great idea for a separate video right there. Time for my driver and team to watch, I think. For the team to watch, I'm going to go with Haas, straight up. It's a home race for them, and Magnussen is currently scoring pretty regularly. The real question is, can Schumacher join him and score his first points of the season, and indeed his career, at the new Miami Grand Prix, a home race for Haas? Now that would be kind of poetic, don't you think? The driver to watch for me is now Charles Leclerc. He had a disappointing race last time out, he made a big mistake, so he'll be looking to reassert himself at the top of that championship, put some more daylight between him and Max Verstappen, but can he do it against the raging Red Bulls? What do you guys think? Can Leclerc bounce back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and over on social media at Race Report Pod, and I will catch you on Sunday for the race review.